you were elected governor as a third-party candidate. Why are you supporting the Democratic ticket?
Well, why am I supporting it? I'm doing it for a selfish reason. I've been alive now. I'm 73 years old. So when you look, there's only one election every 4 years now. So I don't know how many more I'm going to see in my lifetime. I had the good fortune of seeing our first Black American president, seeing him get elected, President Obama, and reelected. Now, my selfish reason is this. I don't want to die and not see a woman president. And I think this is the opportunity for one to get the job. I think it's highly long overdue. If you look at how voting came about in America, white men could always vote. Then black men were included, or black people, and then finally women. So if you go in that category, women deserve the opportunity now to be the commander-in-chief and to lead this country. After all, us men have screwed it up enough, haven't we?
So to be clear, though, you're not basing it on policies, you're just basing it on gender?
No, I'm basing it also on policy. I believe in a woman's right to make her own decisions about her health care. I'm hugely involved in support of that. I also support the Constitution of the United States of America. And when I see a party that attacked the Constitution, injured 141 police officers, they allowed a Confederate flag to be run through my Capitol, and no one's ever apologized for it. And now they're giving me a presidential candidate who's a convicted sexual abuser. He's a convicted felon, and he's also a draft dodger from my war, the era of Vietnam. He's a rich white boy who got out of the draft because he's rich and white.
So let's talk about that issue. J.D. Vance, as you know, did the Sunday morning show rounds this weekend. He was pressed on his accusations of, quote, stolen valor that he's levied at Tim Walz. You served in the military and during, as you say, the Vietnam War. I want to get your reaction, so let's listen. This is what one of the things Vance said.
Criticized his retirement decision, and most importantly, Dana, I criticized his lying about his own record, okay? This is a guy who was captured on video saying, I carried a gun in war. He never went to war. I'm not criticizing Tim Walz's service. I'm criticizing the fact that he lied about his service for political gain.
What do you make of that?
I think it's shameful on the part of Vance. You don't criticize anybody about their service. If they were honorably discharged, they did the job they were asked to do. Tim Walz enlisted at 17 years of age into the National Guard, served 24 years, and they're complaining that he didn't deploy with his unit to Iraq. Well, here's a question that Mr. Vance ought to be asking. Why is a National Guard unit being sent to Iraq in the first place? Well, let's review how that happened. Well, that happened during the George Bush, Dick Cheney war with Iraq, the lies, no weapons of mass destruction, no ties to Al Qaeda, nothing to do with 9/11.
But that's not Trump and Vance's fault.
So, wait a minute, let me finish. So they needed bodies. They could not get the bodies through a draft. That's political suicide. So George Bush signed an executive order using the National Guard. It's a good thing I didn't run for a second term because I would have refused to allow my National Guard. They are called the National Guard. That means they guard our nation. It doesn't mean you send them off to foreign countries. And this is a guy who had 24 years in. He's an E9. He's not going to go on deployment and be leading a patrol. Give me a break, Mr. Vance. What you're doing is shameful, and it's embarrassing to the United States Marine Corps. I served with a lot of Marines. Marines have great respect for themselves and respect for everybody. We had to go in ahead of the Marines to ensure they could get to shore safely and do their jobs. Everybody works together and does their job in the military, regardless of what it is. And I think it's shameful Mr. Vance would break a rule among veterans and criticize another veteran for his honorable service.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.